Is this food actually a superfood, or is it something that is harming your health? And I want to talk about it in this video because a lot of people are demonizing the potato. A lot of people are very afraid of natural carbohydrates, natural starches in starchy vegetables or even in fruit. But is that really a problem? Is that really bad for our health? Is also because potato is just like a white food basically, there's no color in it. Is it not giving anything to us? So that's a good question actually, and we're going to talk about what the potato actually does for what potato is actually doing for your body, and if it's a health food or a superfood or not. And yeah, let's dive right into it because it's one of my favorite foods actually. Because potatoes, first of all, they're delicious. I'm a German. I'm a German potato. But not because of that. I like the potato, let's place it there. Not because of that, but mainly because the potato, first of all, provides vital glucose. And now everybody seems to be afraid of carbs. Everybody is literally brainwashed into thinking that, you know, all starches, all fruit is spiking your insulin, and that's what's making you to gain weight. That's causing disease, it's even causing things like cancer. But what people just don't understand is when it comes to blood sugar, is that when you eat starches or when you eat something that is like high in carbs, that insulin is just a completely normal mechanism to drive the glucose into your cells and deliver the nutrients that are attached to the glucose into your cells. So that's a completely normal process. The same like when you work out and your heart rate is raising a little bit. Completely normal, then it goes back to normal, same with the insulin. But the problem is that most people combine fats and sugars together. And if you eat fats and sugar together, like when you would eat a potato with, let's say, dairy or like sour cream, you will combine fats and sugar together, and that's a perfect combination for insulin resistance. So because the fats interfere with insulin from attaching to glucose and to tissue cells to open up. So you have insulin resistance. But if you eat the starches and the potatoes alone, without fats, for example, there's no insulin resistance. And carbohydrates, glucose, which is how the starches of potato are getting broken down in the end, is the main energy source of our bodies. We run on glucose, we run on carbohydrates. And that's why potatoes are a wonderful food to, first of all, strengthen our bodies, strengthen our brain, strengthen our nervous system. So if you struggle with things like anxiety and depression, for example, brain fog, potatoes really strengthen the nervous system because the glucose is feeding our nervous systems. Our nervous systems, our neurons, they run on glucose, and potatoes provide easy fuel for that. It's amazing for that. Super nice, but not only that. So potatoes, main energy source is glucose, and it's providing that. It's amazing. It's great for your liver as well. Your liver needs that glucose to build up glycogen storage to strengthen the liver. You have to imagine like your liver, which is basically here. I don't know if you can see it there. Yeah. Your liver has to cleanse every day toxins, viruses, bacteria, pesticides, herbicides, toxic heavy metals. It has to do so much stuff every day, so much cleansing, and it needs power. It needs like, you can picture it like an athlete that is going out and for a run and doing its duties and training. Your liver has to work hard every day as well, and it needs fuel. The same as an athlete needs carbohydrates, the liver also needs carbohydrates to fuel itself and to have the strength to do all its tasks that it has to do every single day to basically save your butt, okay? That toxins are not floating around in your bloodstream, entering your heart and your liver, your heart and your brain. So that's super important, first of all. And then what's also super powerful in potatoes is that it contains an amino acid that's called lysine. And lysine is extremely powerful in fighting off all kinds of herpes viruses, Epstein-Barr, shingles virus, HSV1, HSV2, HHV6. All of these herpes viruses that are causing chronic illness, that are causing autoimmune conditions, especially Epstein-Barr virus, is causing conditions like eczema, psoriasis. It's also causing MS, fibromyalgia, also symptoms like brain fog, tinnitus, vertigo, all of these vagus nerve problems, dizziness, all caused by EBV, and the lysine in potatoes is actually killing off the Epstein-Barr virus that is causing so many conditions nowadays. It's also fighting off shingles. Shingles is causing colitis. Just had a client this year that got off of colitis medications without any flare-ups just by changing the diet and having some supplements. So if you really, and she's eating a lot of potatoes, I can tell you that, because potatoes also not only antiviral, what I just mentioned because of the lysine, potatoes also contain zinc, especially in the skin. That's why it's also great to eat the potatoes with the skin. So potatoes actually, when you eat them with the skin, the zinc is really supportive for your immune system, and we barely have any zinc left in our foods, but potatoes, they can provide a great source of zinc actually, support our immune system. Potatoes also, because I just talked about gut health, so we talked about it's great for your liver, it's great for your nervous system, it's great for your brain, highly antiviral, but it's also amazing for gut issues. So why is that? Because it drives out bad bacteria and fungus, bad things, bad microorganisms in your gut. It drives them out, helping you to get some relief, or you can get some relief from SIBO, IBS, Crohn's, colitis, these kind of chronic gut conditions as well. So it's so powerful for that as well. And another thing, potatoes even help with weight gain. Yeah. A lot of people think they gain weight because of potatoes, but it's not because of the potato. It's because of the things you are eating with the potato. You are always eating oil, butter, cream, animal products like steak. Or even when you say, let's say you're plant-based, then you're always eating oils to it, avocado, always some fatty stuff to your potatoes, which is causing the insulin resistance that I explained in the beginning of that video. And that's why you gain weight, because the fat that you're doing is really hard on your liver. The potato itself is fat-free and it's super amazing fuel, easy glucose for your liver to get stronger. But if you fatten your body, your liver has to produce a lot of bile, it is overburdening your liver, you get more insulin resistance, and therefore it is not the potato that is causing weight gain. Potato itself actually helps you to lose weight. It's a weight loss food. It's fat-free. It's super powerful, and carbohydrates don't cause weight gain. Fat is causing fatty liver. Fat is making you fat. It's not the carbohydrates. And you think like, oh yeah, but they are good fats, and everybody is telling us that you need good fats and that's so important. Nobody even knows what's causing weight gain and weight loss. Nobody knows what's causing weight gain. They all say like, oh, you just need to eat less calories and then you're gonna lose weight. Yeah, I guess you tried that to lose weight. Ask women in menopause when they're 45, 50, 55, and they train and they track their calories, but they don't shed any pounds. Why is that? Weight loss is not about counting calories. Weight loss is all about your liver. All about your liver. If your liver is not healthy enough, if you have so many fats in your diet and proteins, you've overburdened your liver. And guess what's everybody telling you? Everybody's telling you, oh, eat high, you always need to have like lots of protein. It's the number one thing that people are telling you. And it's actually bad for your health if you consume a lot of protein. It's bad for your liver, it's bad for your gut, it's bad for your brain, it's not good for anything in your body. So back to the potato, to one of my favorite foods actually, back to this buddy here. What is the potato also doing? That's not everything. It also lowers inflammation because it's fighting off pathogens, and pathogens are causing inflammation. You know, a lot of people think potatoes are anti-inflammatory, but they don't even know what's causing inflammation. And inflammation, if is caused by two things, okay? It's not lectins, it's not nightshades. How is a nightshade? Because people are afraid of the potato, there's like a nightshade, it's causing inflammation. How is it doing that? What's the cause of inflammation? Cause of inflammation is only two things. It is either an injury, or when it's not an injury, like you hurt yourself, you know, body's creating inflammation, natural response of your body. But what most people think about when they have inflammation, when they have inflammatory diseases as well, when you have like rheumatoid arthritis, joint pain, fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue syndrome. Syndrome is also nervous system inflammation. When you have that, it's pathogenic. It's always caused by viruses, especially Epstein-Barr virus that's causing mysterious, unexplained inflammation. That's what's caused by viruses. And potatoes kill off that virus. And that's lowering the inflammation, because the inflammation is the natural response of your immune system for a foreign invader, which is the pathogen. So nightshades are not a problem. Tomatoes, potatoes, red bell pepper, all of the nightshades, they don't cause any inflammation. Same for lectins. Lectins don't cause inflammation. It's not a problem at all. So what I can say, eat more potatoes. Eat more potatoes, don't combine them with like so many fats. If you decide to, if you think like, if you want to, oh Theo, I can't eat potatoes just like fat-free, I need to have like some fatty source. The best fat you could eat to that is avocado. Okay, because avocado is not creating that much of an insulin resistance if you don't have so much avocado, if the quantity is not too high, because the avocado has like a special combination of fats and glucose together. It's also funny when keto people say they're in ketosis, but they eat avocado. Like, avocado has lots of sugar, but that's another story. Avocado would be the best fat you can eat with the potato, if you decide to. What are the best ways to prepare a potato? Best way by far is to steam potatoes. You could also bake it, but then you dehydrate it a little bit more, but baked potatoes, okay, we all love that. And just bake it without oil. People always think like you can't bake potatoes without oil. Just put them in your oven without oil and see what happens. It's actually totally fine. Or on your air fryer. And so steaming is the best actually to keep all the nutrients. Potatoes, if you don't boil them, okay? Don't boil any vegetables, because then the nutrients are getting released into the water, and then you throw away the water and then you eat the vegetable. So that's not how it works. That's not great. And that goes for every vegetable that you boil. You can cook the potato. You can make yourself a curry. You can do that kind of stuff, of course. Then you just eat it with the water, obviously. That's not a problem at all. So you can definitely do that. So that's about the potato. If you have any kind of chronic illness, especially things like chronic fatigue, brain fog, energy crashes, adrenal fatigue, autoimmune conditions, then what I also do, because these cases are very individual, I offer everybody, first of all, a free discovery call. And that discovery call, you can book that discovery call on my website. All that you need to do right now is go to my website. The link is in the description, www.theobergmann.com. And you can book your call there. And when you book your call, we will call you for 20 to 30 minutes to figure out if and how I can help you. And if so, we would move on to a strategy call. And that strategy call, 60 to 90 minutes, it's a one-on-one consultation with me on Zoom, also for free. And in that one-on-one consultation, we would work on a strategy. I can show you a strategy on how you can achieve your health goals. I will explain to you the root causes of your symptoms. I will explain to you what's really going on in your body and what we need to do in order to get it better, in order to fix the root cause of your symptoms. And then, I would highly recommend you doing that, because, if you really struggle with stuff and you never went to the root cause, and you may even have tried a lot of things before, you tried even different programs, but they could never offer relief and never really move the needle in your healing journey. Well, that's because of you never went to the root cause of what's actually going on. So I would highly recommend you doing that. I don't have a lot of time to make these calls. They're always booked out for the whole week. So make sure to book your call so we can talk very soon. And thank you for watching that video. Subscribe to my channel as well, so you can listen to more of these valuable videos in the future and you don't miss out on anything here. And I'm happy to provide you with more value here on my YouTube. So thanks for checking in, and we're gonna talk very soon. Bye-bye.